Hello. So I'm just the other day I was gonna share my poetry with all of you and I left my journal at the open mic, but I got my journal back yesterday, the day after, and I'm just gonna read, some of my poems that I have in my little journal. It's red, which is my favorite color, and it was a Christmas present, and it's something that I didn't ask for, but it's something that I really enjoy and like. And it says Carpe Diem on the front, and yeah, you should know what that means. And if you don't know what that means, it means seize the day. So these are just gonna be random ones that I wrote, I've written, and this first one is from September 27th, so that's 2014, where we're starting. We are one, fuck with us and you're done. Everything we do is for fun. The killing spree's just begun, hearts beating fast 'cause we're young. No opposition, we kill the competition, our motto spoken with holy repetition. Fear widespread, we're in all their heads. May move in silence, some say we're superstition. We crawl out of shadows, we're behind every door. Hidden manipulation killed Othello the more. The ocean at night, darkness instead of light. We're slowly cozying in, will you be our kin? Questions are rhetorical, we will be historical. The tides are rising, our enemies hiding. Wonder what's next. Do you think we're hexed? And then I just ended that one, and most of my poems will end abruptly because I don't like to write endings because I feel like maybe that's because I don't like to close things. Who knows, but I just don't end them, so. This next one is from October 16th, and here we go. 10,000 ice pellets strike my body. Another day, another party. My lips are blue and my ears are red. At such a young age, I know what it's like to be dead. My body always cold, young faces out in the search of gold. I'm trapped beneath the ice, it's a slow suffocation. The price to pay for human admiration. Constantly moving forward, told not to look back. Go boy, go, the ice will never crack. The ice is clear and the sky is blue. Will we ever make it through? My face in the reflection, my body feels no connection. Is this all a dream? Will I wake up and scream? I think I start to sink deeper into the abyss. I'm blue all over, will it soon be over? Turquoise, aquamarine, dark green, blue. The colors of the ocean, the only ones I knew. And that one actually did end, which I like. Um, nah, uh, this next one is from November 6th. Ugh. Some things in life are like ballpoint pens, staying up all night and having no friends. My room is a mess, climbing away from my life, isolation's peak, maybe it's just teenage strife. Compared to most, I've had a pretty good life. I don't live in a battleground, never experienced war. All of this violence is right outside my door. I know what it's like to be poor, though never starving. What kind of future is humankind carving? At night I look up at the stars. How great would it be to live up on Mars? Where there is no violence and no pollution. One day that'll be the human solution. All of this makes me wonder more if I could just. If I could just shut out this would by shut out this by closing my door. I don't know. Sometimes when you can't read your own handwriting. Whoa. Um. This one I actually really like, and I wrote this December 29th. Sometimes I feel like I'm not here, hiding behind a wall of tears. I've got nothing to fear, except they try to take shears to my head and see what's inside. Fill me up with lies, a sweet hum of propaganda in the morning. But revelations feel like soap in your eyes. It stings, but you won't die. You are clean. And I actually really like that one. Um, and then I wrote some crappy ones. some crappy ones. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then this was the one I wrote for the open mic, and then it's not that good, and I really need to edit it because there's some words that I want to fix, but they just went with what I was writing really quick, so don't call me out for that because I know there's some things that I need to fix in this. We all live on this great planet and carry of life, La Tierra. We live in a world where only a select few are seen as people. We live in a world where war is ever present. We live in a world where people are killed for their beliefs. We live in a world where children are shot by those hired to protect them, or so they say. We live in a world where Iggy Azalea wins best rap album. We live in a world where women of color are fetishized. They're always put on the pedestal that is white women. We live in a world where Americans pay to kick Mexicans out of their country and also pay to visit Veracruz. We live in a world where children die every day. We live in a world where the news covers cat videos instead of the imminent extinction of many animals. We live in a world where we all dream of being under the sea, yet we pollute the oceans and kill their fish. We live in a world where war is everlasting and each life lost is another statistic. We live in a world where in another country I would be shot for writing this poem. We live in a world where women are sexually assaulted and it is somehow their fault. We live in a world where people are slaves, whether legal or illegal. We live in a world where only two genders and one sexuality is acceptable. We live in a world where people with disabilities are seen as entitled and a burden to others. We live in a world where money is everything and without you are nothing. We live in a world where people aren't seen as human. We live in a world where violence was the beginning and violence will be the end. And clearly, I didn't go all in on those performances, but I mean, I didn't feel like it really right now. So anyways, those are some of the poems I've written in the past year, and I hope I've been having writer's block, so it's been like very hard for me to write more stuff, which is why I'm trying to like read more to like help me write more. And yeah, so besides those poems, and then I have a couple of crappy ones, like who doesn't? But anyways, I hope I get better at writing them, and I'm really excited to see where my writing journey is gonna go. Maybe one day I'll write a book, who knows? But I could probably talk enough to write a book, so if I can do that, then I could definitely write a book. So thank you if you finished watching this video, and thank you if you only watched some of it, but thanks a lot. Have a great night.